Hello, this is Abigail Kovar for the Victoria Advocate, and welcome to Advocat Afternoon, Part 2. Today we are at Advocat, right off of Highway 59 in Victoria, and I'm here in their cat room, and they currently have 10 cats in here that are all up for adoption. They also have a kitten room where they keep the younger cats and also cats in quarantine. But I'm here today because later this week on Sunday, there is going to be a story about stray cats in Victoria, and so I'm here to kind of show how to prevent that problem and what people in Victoria can do to try to combat the stray cat problem. So as you can see, the cats are just kind of chilling out, having a good time. All of the cats in this room are fully grown, so they have a different room within their facility here at Adopt a Pet where they keep the kittens. But these cats have all been released, and so they can just hang out in this room during the day. And as you can see, there's some scratching posts and towers for the cats to sit at, as well as toys and beds for them to lounge, and there's a window so that they can see outside. And it's nice and cool in this room. It's air conditioned, so the cats aren't out in the heat all day. And they have food and water that they have access to. So they are all set up. Earlier this week, I was at Dorothy H. O'Connor doing a similar thing where I was live streaming the cats there, but this is all in connection to the stray cat story that's coming out on Sunday, and we just wanted to let people know that there's an alternative to that, so that is why I'm here. You can see there's cats up in the tower, sleeping. I feel pretty surrounded right now. I have cats on all sides of me. There's these ones in front of me here. And then as I turn around, you'll be able to see the ones that are behind me. There's also this couch here the cats can lay on. And then there's a cat behind me as well. But they're all super friendly. When I walked in, they all walked up to me, and they were rubbing on me and sniffing me and doing typical cat things. But they're very well mannered. That jingling noise in the background is a cat toy. It's a little round ball that they would chase. We'll see if they will. Nope. Pretty uninterested in toys right now. I know that I mentioned this in the last video that I made of the other cats, but I'll go ahead and mention it again. Victoria Advocate is now on Snapchat, so you are able to follow us on Snapchat. It's Vic Advocate, and that is a social media outlet that we use, and the reporters are actually connected to it, so you will get live updates when they are on assignment or out doing things. Basically, the Victoria Advocate exclusive line is the Vic Advocate Snapchat. So if you want to be super in the know, that is the outlet for you. As well as our Facebook and our Twitter accounts that we have. And as always, the best source for all of your news would be the Victoria Advocate website. That's www.victoriaadvocate.com for full stories and full coverage. And if you have any questions about cats or about Adopt a Pet, feel free to leave comments on this video, and I will do my best to either answer them for you or get somebody that can answer them, because there are people here at Adopt a Pet that would be more than happy to answer your questions. If you can hear some of that scratching in the background, there is a cat behind me that was scratching on a scratching post. And that's what that noise was. I am going to go around the room and give you guys a close-up of all the cats in here. So, we're going to be on the move for a little bit. All right. Here we have a black and white cat. Hello. Hi. Hi there. Hello. Hi. I don't actually know their names, but if you have name suggestions, leave them in the comments. Here is an orange and white cat here. Come here. Nope. Come here. And there's also this little cat door that goes outside. So there's a little outside room as well. All right, moving on. There's another black and white cat up here, sitting in the tower. Hi. That scratching noise is, again, one of the cats down here on the scratching post. So that's what that is, if you can hear it. All right, moving over to this corner. Here's a cat that has been asleep since I've walked in, and I'm guessing doesn't really want to be bothered. Here's one of the larger cats in the room. He is gray and black, but has very pretty gray eyes. Like I said, feel free to ask questions and leave comments. I will be more than happy to answer any questions you might have. This cat's asleep too. Well, she was, not anymore. Sleeping on one of the towers here in the room. If you can hear the dogs barking in the background, Adopt-A-Pet also has dogs. So you can adopt cats and dogs here. So that's why you hear that noise. Like I said, there's about 10 cats in this room. And the room's pretty large. It's probably about, I would say 20 feet by 20 feet, maybe. So there's plenty of room for them to spread out and not be on top of each other. They're all a little more awake now that I went through and kind of woke them up, which I don't know that they like that very much, but they are more awake. I'm going to walk over to the window now and give you guys a view of the outside space that the cats have here. So this is all indoors, like I said, and it's air conditioned and there's lighting. But out here, there's a little outdoor space with a lot of toys, and there's a couple cats lounging out here. So as you can see, there's towers and more toys and food and water out here. And there's two cats. There's one in the house. You can see its little orange paws. And then there's one laying to the left of the house. Just to give you guys a good view of the outside. And this is the indoors. Here's a question for you guys. Are you a cat or a dog person? Personally, I would guess that if you're watching the Advocat afternoon, you might be more inclined to be a cat person. But I'm not going to make any assumptions. I'm sure there's some dog lovers out there too. Me personally, I'm not going to reveal my views because it might influence the answers. But I do have 2 dogs, and I don't have any cats at home. Cats seem to have a real like for technology. Whenever I walked in, these cats decided to crawl all over my laptop, just like the ones that Dorothy O'Connor did. It seems to be a trend among cats, but I just think it's funny. I opened my laptop the other day before work, and there was cat hair on it. And I was like, what is this doing here? But it was just from the day before. All right, well, it has been really great to be able to tour these adoption centers the past couple of days. So thank you to Adopt a Pet to let us come out here today and film the cats. But like I mentioned earlier, this is in connection with a story that's running in Sunday's paper about stray cats in Victoria. So be sure to check that out either in print or online at www.victoriaadvocate.com. And make sure to follow us on social media. Our Facebook is always up to date with our latest stories and what we're working on, as well as supplementary videos and things like this where we're out doing multimedia things or just different research that doesn't always end up in print. So be sure to check us out there, and thanks. And feel free to leave any comments, like I said, any comments or any questions that you might have, and I'll be sure to get back to you. Thanks, and have a perfect day.